and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about another basics to quilting or sewing in general is the cleaning of your machine. You always need to keep a clean machine. It will give you a better working machine, a longer lasting machine. It's just overall good. I'll tell you one time what I did. Yeah, it's not good. When COVID hit and everybody was making masks, I was making masks from sun up to sundown, period, all day long. My family was bringing food to me. I didn't take breaks. So there's that. I sewed the whole time. I didn't stop to clean. Biggest mistake ever. I burned the machine up. I'll never do that again. I knew better, but I did it anyway. So that was just not thinking about it. So from now on, I have an alert on my phone. Every Monday, it reminds me to clean my machine. So that's what I do. So I'm going to show you now how I clean my machine and what to do. So let's go down to the sewing machine and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unthread this sewing machine. And I'm going to take my bobbin out. And then I'm going to need my tools nearby. I'll need some oil. I'll need a screwdriver. You've got one that comes with your sewing machine that looks like this, but it's going to be too tall to use here. So there's usually one that's an S-hook that will work here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to first take this needle plate off. So I'm going to get this little screwdriver in here and take this needle plate off. Once I get these out, I'll take this top plate off. I'll slide it out and I'll see what we've got underneath here. And well, let's bring you a little bit closer. I hope you can see this pretty good. I'm going to take the little brush that comes with it, or you can get brushes to clean it, and I'm going to get all this lint out of here. I'm just going to get all this lint out. This is what will bog your machine down if you don't clean it up. It'll burn it up in a heartbeat. And again, if you don't sew as much as I do, you wouldn't have to do it every week. Just based on however much you use it, clean it accordingly. If you only use it once every 6 months, then every time you use it, just clean it. That way, you know it's clean. At this point, you can take this out here, and then you'll see lots more dust and lint under here. So you'll see why it's important to clean this machine out. All the lint from that thread gets buried down in here. And there you have more lint. So now we're ready to just put it back together. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some oil, and there's a little hole in this bobbin case right here. I'm just going to put about 2 drops in there. And that is the extent of cleaning my machine. If I stay on top of it, it doesn't get so bad, and it doesn't take near as long to clean it as it would if you don't regularly clean it. So I'm going to put that back on. Then I'm going to put my screws back in place. I'll tighten them up. Then all I have to do then is put my bobbin back in place. Thread that needle again, pull that bobbin thread up, and I am ready to sew again. Once I've cleaned the machine and I rethread it and I put my bobbin back in, I am ready to sew again. But that is a quick, maybe 2-minute project that you really, really need to make sure you do. You do not want to spend money on a machine and then have it burned up because you didn't take 2 minutes to clean it. So as much as I don't like cleaning the machine and slowing down to do that, I make sure I do that. So that's all for this time. I hope you learned something about cleaning your machine. I hope you do it regularly. And until next time, you guys have a great afternoon. Enjoy your day and happy quilting.